Hey everyone, welcome back to Rivo sub channel and the restoration of the Sandford pub, which will be the new home for Rivo's hub. Yeah, it's now part 10. I can't believe we've been still going on this long, but thank you all for those that have been following the build and obviously the move across from our old unit. And yeah, it's taken its toll. Yeah, we originally got the keys the end of July. I think it was the 25th. A lot of it was quite slow moving, waiting on the brewery on a few things, and then for those that have followed from obviously from the beginning, yeah, it's been constant problem after problem. Yeah, majority of that's probably down to I just think the building's so old now, and hasn't really had the care it probably needed over the years for one thing or another. But obviously we've come in, and after years of just being bodged, I guess, and just not having as much money spent on it in different areas for whatever reason, yeah, it's now taking its toll, I reckon, and it's just everything we seem to touch seems to be another problem. But it's all good. It's part and parcel, I suppose. It's a lot more of a project than we expected. It would have been nice if we could have just come in and started operating, but there was no way that was ever going to happen. But yeah, this is part 10. We kind of have a date for you all to opening, which I'll catch up on towards through the video. We're hoping we can get close to that. It's probably still going to be very tight, and I'm not sure how possible, but again, some of it's out of our hands, but we'll get onto that in a bit. So progress wise, it's now Tuesday evening. I know, about 8:30, I think. We didn't have much happen yesterday. I can't remember what happened yesterday. It wasn't a great deal. We've been trying to catch up on different things with admin stuff and meetings, but obviously part of what I thought was happening yesterday didn't, and it was actually today it was starting, which was the parquet flooring. So for those that have been following through the videos, if you haven't, please do go back and have a look at where we started to give you more of an idea. But yeah, the flooring behind, obviously here, which is now all tiled, was we pulled up the carpet there, which had seen better days, and all the laminate flooring, which I'll show you in a minute, and exposed sort of 1930s parquet flooring, which was amazing. We didn't know what state it was going to be, so it was a case of just pull the lot up and hope for the best, really. Majority of it was kind of half and half, really. The tiled area we've had to retile because it was so far gone, the flooring over the years, whether it be problems that have come up or repairs that are just beyond really restoring. So the other half of the bar and what will be the sort of sports bar and pool table end, the flooring was pretty good. A few holes, a few bricks missing, but all repairable. So that's we've delayed that with Ken from Bose. I think it's Bose flooring. We've actually delayed that to now because we've had so many different contractors coming in and out. And today it started. So Ken's been in sanding the floors. Obviously have to cut them right back around the edges and sort of everything, and then he has to go into like a finer sanding before varnishing, which I think half of it's sanded, final sanded, and started varnishing, which actually has come out amazing. He's still, I think being a perfectionist, he's still not quite happy, but it looks stunning. And then the second half, which is just in front of me, he's got to catch up, I think, and get on to tomorrow. But I'll flip the camera around. So, as you can see, my finger's not in the way. This part has been sanded. I think I'm not sure if it's the final sand on it yet. Yeah, it is actually quite smooth. But obviously he hasn't got onto this too much. He's been concentrating on the other end. But from here, I think what he was saying, from here that way, the floor is going to come out absolutely amazing because of the condition it's in. Whereas this side, as you can see, there's a few areas where it's slightly different woods, whether it be oak or that have been used for repairs. Obviously, I mean, they'll get stained anyway, but he was like, oh, but I mean, to me, it's just character. It's typical. It's like an old car, you know, it's nearly 100 years old, so it's not going to be perfect. But as you can see there, how stunning it's come out. And that's just the first coat. But what Ken was saying, where it looks so nice in front of the sort of this area in screen now, that the whole floor from sort of the doorway onwards will come up even better than that. Again, I think he was a bit disappointed that it wasn't going to be perfect, but I kind of like the fact it's got the character really. You can see where it changes direction and certain things have been repaired. You can't quite see here, but obviously with wood filler, and again it's just taken its toll over years I suppose, but no, once this is done, obviously this is going to have a pool table this end anyway, so it won't show as much of it, but it's going to be stunning when it's done. I'm kind of really glad that we've made the effort to sort of try and restore some of the original part of the building. Obviously going around this side, the floor where I said the floor was too gone, excuse the mess, we're trying to clear all this side of the floor, but we've gone with carpet tiles. And again, we're really happy with how that come out. So I think tomorrow actually we've got all the tables, the rest of the tables and all the chairs being delivered, which should have been today, but that got delayed because of floods. Other than that, I think going through to the kitchen, again those who've been following have seen the state we started in with this kitchen, but we've got contractors in, finishing off, and we've got a whole new extractor, which once peeled off is going to be brilliant. Again, just adding to this kitchen, we want this kitchen, well, we're quite proud of how things will be spotless and gleaming, and it'll be a case of at any point, really, we want high standards in this area, like everywhere really, but yeah, it's starting to come on now. We do have other issues, of course we have other issues, nothing's ever straightforward, but I mean at one point this was so cold in here because we've got no heating, that the walls must have froze at some point and all the condensation was running down the walls. Obviously with nothing in the building downstairs, it's not getting any heat really. Again, going off on the last one, we've got, I won't go down there too much because there's still quite a bit of a sort of swimming pool gathering at the bottom, but the boiler was tested last week after months of not having a meter which was repossessed as we moved in. But yeah, now the tank is leaking, which ended up leaking on the electrics on the top of the immersion, which tripped all our sockets out upstairs. In turn, gave us no heating, no sockets upstairs for even the electric heaters we had. But yeah, it's all fun and games. But the guys have been out today. He was meant to come out yesterday, but he was caught up on another job. So he's come out today and he said, look, unfortunately we won't have another boiler as in today, so coming back tomorrow morning to replace the boiler, sorry not the boiler, the tank, and then obviously I've been told that the boiler for the heating system will be coming in hopefully latest Monday, which will be great. I think we could almost throw a party just for having heating in this place because it's starting to get pretty cold now, yeah, especially upstairs, but thanks to all the new windows we had in the last video, it's certainly made a difference of holding the heat, which has been great for us. But hey, so it's now Wednesday. Is it Wednesday today? Yeah, it's Wednesday, isn't it? Wednesday afternoon, early evening. We've had a few different things going on today. Rob and Andreas, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, he came in and replaced the water tank downstairs, mopped up all the water as such, and we now have hot water again, which is absolutely great. Boiler starts next Monday, so hopefully we might have enough heating. We could have a party just for having heating after months, which would be quite a thing. But yeah, other than that, Ken's been in. I'll flip the camera around back in today, and already it looks absolutely mint. It's come out so beautiful. I can't really tread on it, but yeah, I think he's gone to Swanage and he's coming back to get a coat of varnish down so he can get it ready for tomorrow. But yeah, I'm so glad we've restored it and put the effort in on it because it's come out stunning, and this is only primer, so it just brings out the grain and everything. The other thing we had done today is we had a delivery, those that might have saw the story, of our chairs. So 62 chairs and a few tables, which tables will make up when we've got more space for. Kind of was actually hoping they were meant to be this style, but obviously the website colour and picture doesn't look anything like it, but yeah, it's a bit darker, but it's not the end of the world, so we're just allocating different areas. But yeah, now got chairs, which is great, and hopefully more getting on tomorrow. So I think all it is we've done today is just get on with the extension area, trying to clear it and put stuff into containers and just make some space ready. But other than that, that's it for today, I think. See you tomorrow. So update for Thursday, really. So Thursday evening, not had a massive impact on what we've done to show as such today. Just kind of a lot of sorting. So in the back extension, we're just trying to get through everything. So obviously when we moved house, the entire contents of our 3-bedroom house and garage kind of ended up in here. When we first moved in, we was actually living in here as well on a sofa bed at one point, until we could get obviously get upstairs to a livable sort of standard really. So yeah, we're just sorting through stuff. We've got family stuff, even my mum's stuff as well in here. So we're just going through boxes, clearing out, obviously putting stuff into storage and just trying to work through everything, which Laura's probably done most of today in here. Most of that's pub related, so that's fine. Obviously all the Americana stuff there we'll get onto, and I need to do a for sale post actually and try and get rid of some more. We've got loads of call boxes and street signs and traffic lights, so we're going to probably try and put a post out and sell some stock, because we can't use it all. Obviously we had a unit before where we used to have loads on the walls, cars inside, bikes inside, and obviously we don't have the space for that anymore. So we kind of need to adjust really. But other than that, not a lot's gone on, other than Ken that was doing the flooring from Bowles Flooring Company. Amazing, to be fair. He's been here the last 3 days. The man's got a lot of knowledge when it comes to flooring, especially parquet flooring. Obviously is what he specialises in. We will put his links down below if anyone's interested on the parquet flooring side, and please give him a shout. He's just a one-man band. I think he said he was 61, and I think he got fake hips or something. So he's still grafting, bless him. If anyone's interested or need that, please give him a shout. He doesn't really do social medias, but we'll link his website below. But now, final coat. Even he said that this side of the flooring up to probably about where the walkway is there has come out amazing. And as you can see, it's had, I think, 4 or 5 coats. Over the years, there's different bits obviously have been changed, but this, other than that light piece just there, this bit is almost perfect. Obviously, it has more heavy coats along there, the bars, the walkway through there and round there, because obviously that's where your heavy footfall is. So that's been extra coated, and it will last a long time now, which is perfect. And then this end, he wasn't as happy with, but obviously you can see there's light elements where over the years they've changed the flooring's had repairs, and it's more of an oak rather than the darker colour. Again, a few repair areas. There was some filler jobs that had to go in over here, and I think the piece that was missing, you can see is light there. It could have been done otherwise. We could have spent a lot more time, but to be fair, I see that as character. Obviously over the years of different repair jobs, bearing in mind it's nearly 100-year-old, so it's it's like an old car. It's got character, and I kind of like that. So I mean, the pool table's going to sit here anyway, so you won't see a lot of that part, but again, it doesn't really bother me. So now that's done, we can that's a point. Now that's done, we can finish the bar here and clad that off and start doing all the other jobs now, because obviously this here was obviously we're holding off really, because obviously that was the last of the, I say dirty jobs, but actually that turned out to be one of the cleanest jobs, because obviously even the sander he used was like a special system one with a vacuum kind of thing. So I actually thought it was going to be one of the messy jobs, and it's turned out to be one of the cleanest. So we can now start working on things like the bar. Obviously we haven't sanded the top, we haven't varnished the top, we haven't varnished behind the bar, we've got a clad, we've got to bottle top and resin, which we haven't mentioned yet. But obviously those that saw the bottle tops we was doing, the idea was, and we've had the idea for years, we just never got around to it, but now we've got the pub, that the bar top, obviously the bar top along here will be perfect to bottle top and resin. So that's the next job really. Need to do a bit of research on the resin side first, because we've never done it before, but I think it'll look pretty cool when it's done. It'll add a bit of character and colour again to it as well. But yeah, we can start working on everything now. Thursday night now, so Paul's back in. Paul's going to come and give us a hand. He's got a day, he said he could come over and help. So we'll probably start cladding, I think. The idea is to clad some of these walls, which I've now put everything here, but we can move. A couple round there, back of the toilet. Oh yeah, back of, obviously that wall there has got to be cladded. We've got to finish that and all in some of the toilets, and then obviously back into the extension. So there's quite a lot of metal cladding to do. Morning everyone, so now we're on Saturday morning, end of the week, and yeah, it's kind of just been taking a moment to look at all the the jobs we've still got to do. Obviously looking at moving forward for the date wise as well for opening, but yeah, the job, so just looking at everything now. We've got to de-dust everything, obviously since all the tradesmen have been in. Strangely, Ken doing the parquet flooring was the least messiest one, considering he sanded the whole floor. But obviously he's got the best tools to do the job, which was amazing. But obviously everyone else working away, especially when the brewery were in drilling holes through the back of the walls to feed the new pythons through. That kicked up a load of crap. So yeah, we've kind of got to de-dust, wipe all the newly painted walls down, give them a quick wipe down, de-gunge the bar now. And then I think following that, we've got to literally everything that's been sanded and done in this area needs to be varnished, cleaned down. We've got to look at shelves on the back of the bar and get that done. We were going to put lights in the top of this bar back in, but I don't think we need to. Obviously, there's no lights on behind the bar, so it looks dark, but I don't know whether we're going to bother at the moment. So that might not be a thing to worry about just yet. Started painting and cutting him around here that Paul was in yesterday helping with, just to get rid of that, whatever that colour is, I don't even know. But yeah, we're just trying to freshen that up. Obviously we've had the windows fitted, so there's been a lot of repairs on to some of the plaster work where the windows were so hard to get out. That obviously took a bit of the wall and sides out as well at the same time. But in all fairness, for 21 windows that the guys had to get out, and they were an absolute pig of a job. There's only one in the kitchen really that's taken out quite a lot of plaster, which I've got to work out how to do yet. Ideally, I think it's going to need a plasterer to fill it in because it's too deep for filler as such. So yeah, I'll have to try and get hold of a plasterer. Started cutting in here. Obviously, we started scrubbing out the last of the writing up there, which will get painted over probably this weekend. Again, just things like filler bits here. There's some over in that corner where we took out the wall that need doing next. Oh god, the list just keeps growing. Just to give you an idea, so I mean, I've got a list of jobs for us. I've got a list of jobs that the brewery still haven't finished. 60% of our emergency lighting failed back in August, beginning of August, end of July. Still not been done yet. So that's one of the ones we're chasing. Obviously we can't open without emergency lighting. At the same point, fire alarms, the fire alarm system's absolutely knackered. And yeah, still chasing that because we can't open without it. Walk-in freezer, yeah, we've got sort of flooring in there. Car park's still flooded. Yeah, we still got our water feature of a lake at times, but that is supposed to be being looked at. God knows when. We might just build a little jetty across the top of it instead. Kitchen sink, yeah, literally everything in here, but the kitchen sink would the same would be, but that's knackered as well. So we've got to get a new kitchen sink in the commercial side. Wow, oh man, that list is long. Paint walls, varnish bar, yeah. Bottle top the bar, which I'm going to try and get done ASAP. Got to finish the cameras off. Alarms, plumbing. Oh yeah, we've got to get water to the garage outside. Got to plumb in 2 coffee machines into the mains. Yeah, there's a whole floor's got to be finished in there, and we've got to build a coffee shop yet. With a few weeks left, it's going to be fun. Today is going to be I'm going to start cladding. It's semi-dry, so I didn't want to start partway through a day. So we've got battens in different areas, not so much in here. Obviously into the toilets in there we battened. That wall's got to be done, and we want to make a start in the extension as well. And then obviously where we've battened, then we've got a cap off, just as an idea. Obviously we can't leave open edges, even though these have all been grinded smooth. There's no sharp edges, so we've obviously got to cap this off with some sort of probably scaffold shelving. Again, you can put drinks on and things like that then. Or just to stop prying fingers going down there and someone hurting himself. Oh, I've just realised all the bottom edging of the wood hasn't been done either, which has got to go down. Yeah, and pretty much just toilets and stuff, so no idea. It's Saturday now. We're going to spend probably quite a long day on it today, hopefully. Most of us seem to be coming down with colds, which is awesome. But yeah, we've still got no heating. But hopefully that'll be solved. Well, they're coming in Monday to fit the new boiler. It ain't going to be. I'm sure it ain't going to happen that day, so it'll be more over those couple of days. Temperature's actually warmer outside, which is typical in here. Great in the summer. When we started moving in, we was working outside. It was absolutely scorching. You walk in and it was really cool. So that's going to be amazing in the summer. But yeah, at the moment with no heating, we're walking in and it's actually like a fridge, especially downstairs. Not too bad upstairs because we're shutting the main living room and got electric heaters on. Again, not ideal, but at the end of the day, at least we're warm in there. But yeah, a few of us are starting to come down with colds now, which is awesome, but then it's also that time of year. So I'll just keep cracking on. So yeah, today hopefully we'll make some progress. And I think I'm on my own today anyway. Laura's got Reggie and Harrison wasn't well, but he's gone back. He's doing some other things for the next few days, so we won't have him. And yeah, we shall see how we go. Oh yeah, I just realised behind I was going to look at trying to get these powered up. But that might have to be an ongoing job once we're open. Priority-wise, really. So we need to get open. As long as we're open and it's operational and obviously safe to do so with the fire lighting and things like that, we might have to, as much as I'd love this place to be perfect to open with, it's never going to happen because we've got so many ideas. Obviously we don't have the cash flow either, considering we haven't earned any money since the end of May. But it might be a case of getting this place nice enough to open and safe enough to open. And then a lot of it will be progress as we go on, which is not a problem. The old unit started like that. Again, we'll just keep, as time and funds come in, we'll just keep investing into this building and our business and brand, I suppose. But yeah, we've got loads of crazy ideas, but it'll just come in time, so we'll just keep going. But priority now is trying to get open so we can meet, especially all the new locals that we keep bumping into, looking forward to coming in, and obviously get our old customers back, because we've kind of missed you in a weird way, especially the banter. But yeah, we're looking forward to getting everyone back in and seeing everybody soon. So I suppose I'll do some work and I'll catch you up probably at the end of today, I guess, and see what I've done, if anything. See you in a bit. Going off the back of what I said earlier on, literally walking out here and the heat, it's got to be about another 10 degrees in heat. Well, I might be exaggerating, I don't know, but Jesus. It's nice and warm. I could literally stay out here in a t-shirt and we're in late November. But inside you got woolly hat and borderline trying to put a coat on. So I don't know if I've been behind here much. Obviously this is just our storage areas. Again, planning. This was one of the issues with the planning. Well, I say issue, this is one of the things we had to put in for planning. Obviously this fencing there was no planning for anyway, so it's all got to, and that concrete, well, breeze block area, the fencing's all got to come down. But the idea is we're going to put the fencing over that side to privatise it a little bit more for the neighbours. But the idea was take this fencing down and open all this up, just to extend what are already massive gardens really, but extend it because the views out here, let's stand on a bench, here, I mean, to be fair, it's quite nice out here today and we've done it a couple of times, but the idea is sitting out here, fence off the back end again just to give the neighbours over there their gardens a bit of privacy. But sitting out here in the summer, usually you've got animals, usually the deer straying to here a few times. They've ended up in our gardens in the middle of the night, which we found out, but obviously usually you get the cows in here, which would be, yeah, might be a bit odd when we're doing smash burgers and the cows are staring at you. But yeah, it'll be nice out here in the summer with these views. But obviously this fence then will go over to there and just privatise off that then, just to stop people walking through. Obviously we don't want to be hassling the neighbours with people going the wrong way out into the road. But a concrete slab underneath this artificial grass, and there's no planning for it. And the enforcement officer, obviously when they came out, that was one of their things that obviously there's no planning for this concrete slab's got to come out. Me and Barry reckon there's probably about 30 tonne of concrete to come out. But yeah, and then you're probably looking at 20 tonne of topsoil just to go back in to backfill it, and then what we'll do is we'll open it all up and make it nice again. But it'd be pretty cool. On this again, like I said, it's just going to be, I can use this for vehicle space really. Obviously some of the garage doors which will end up as part of the gardens or the front, and then there's the Chevy front truck which was a DJ desk in our last unit. So I've forgotten how much crap I've got behind here actually. There's a lot of rusty cladding we used to use. So I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the week actually, but Thursday, possibly Friday, we got an email back from the council and the planning guys that sorted the planning out for us, and we've had the permission really to keep the decking area out the front, which is pretty cool. Really happy about it. At first I never used to like it, but I think with what we do on the festival side, and what we do on the meet side with bike nights and car meets and stuff, and the summer, I think it'd be quite cool to keep. And it actually creates more parking spaces, which we kind of worked out very in the early days. So we wanted to keep it. Obviously, there was no planning permission in for it, so we had to go and get that. But obviously, that one's come back now, which is perfect. So with the coffee shop side going through, well, kind of we knew we didn't need planning, but that's been put in just in case. And obviously, the decking's come back as we can keep it, which is perfect. So we're just waiting out on the containers, which will be the next one. Fingers crossed we get to keep those and build the one in the car park, which we've got ideas for. But yeah, obviously that was just it really, I think. So we shall see what happens next. Right, so now it's Sunday night. Oh, gone dark. Now it's Sunday night. Well, I don't normally go into videos this long because I like to normally spend the Sunday trying to get them down onto the laptop so I can get them uploaded for everyone to see, but it might be a bit late. We've got a lot of work still to do, so I may try and get it done. Hopefully it'll go out tonight, maybe. If not, if you're watching this on Monday, then obviously I ain't got enough time, but I shall try. So Sunday night, we've had a bit of a mixed 2 days, I suppose, with the weekend. Trying to get outside to do cladding, as I mentioned, and the weather's been on and off. Yesterday, we sort of took an hour and a half, 2 hours out to go and watch Laura's sister's fella play, Jack, playing rugby over at Litchit. So kind of just get a break from the building. So we went out and did that. And then we'll come back in, and then it was kind of hit and miss with the rain. Today's been pretty much the same. Tried to get out in the rain. I'd be cutting metal outside. I'd come in, go into the toilets to fit it, come back out, and somehow it's rained, got everything wet, and I've only been in the building 5 minutes. And it wasn't raining at the time either. So yeah, so it's been a bit on and off. I've kind of sacked it now. I think it's about 5 o'clock. I've just had a text from Laura upstairs saying that the Sunday roast is nearly ready, so I'm going to hurry up and get up there and film a face, I think, and then probably end up back downstairs tonight working late, unless I get on with the video. But just a quick roundup, really, of what we've done. So obviously, I've done the floor. I don't know whether I mentioned it, so I apologise if I did in the video. I've just tried to go back through the videos and see where we was at, but earlier in the week. But obviously, this has been cut for a while. Now the floor's been done. We've obviously cladded off the bar, so that's finished. Which has kind of finished this whole end, really, other than cladding like the windowsills and the tops, all the areas where the metal is. I've got to do something with this bar, and I don't know what yet. Obviously, I'm going to bottle top the other one. It'd be nice to try and get this one done, but I literally have no idea whether I'm going to get it done or not. So yeah, who knows? We shall see. Cladding-wise, anyway, yeah, managed to get all this done. Basically, yesterday I just smashed out loads. I was cutting late last night. It was dark, so sparks flying. Hopefully, I didn't upset any of the neighbours, but it wasn't actually that late. I don't think it was only like 6 o'clock. But yeah, I managed to clad this off and just round that corner, and then did the final bits of cuts today. What else have we done? Obviously, started in here behind doors, all sorts. Just trying to get bits in, but all I was doing was concentrating on the weather, trying to get the easy cuts, big pieces in. Don't know what I've done in here. I'm trying to remember where I've been. Yeah, they're not all in. But just areas like this where I've cut and put them in place, and I've just got to run around and get going, attach them all to the walls. But I did put a screw fix order in to go and get some more fixings. And then while we was chatting, I realised they closed 10 minutes ago. So that means I won't get any of that done tonight. But other than that, I think that's probably it, really. I've lost track. Harrison's been back today. He's feeling a lot better, so he's gutted out the cellar because obviously since we've had all the works done, we haven't really done a lot in there, and he's just literally blitzed the whole thing. I keep going dark, trying to stand in the right place. Yeah, he's just literally blitzed the whole thing, so that's kind of been done. Laura's been down. We've been doing, obviously we can only do so much when Reggie's not off school, so she's been kind of doing stuff upstairs, trying to get the house side of things sorted, but she's done a massive long list. Hopefully some of the staff have volunteered to come in and give us some help in this week, and a few friends hopefully get over, and it's kind of blitz cleaning really. De-dust what we can and try and, behind the bar for instance, we've got to dust down everything and get that ready. But yeah, not sure if I mentioned it, but over, excuse Reggie's helmet, but things like the obviously Haynes manuals, and again, let's whiz through here. I'd forgotten I'd got all of these Haynes manuals, but yeah, we got stacks of Haynes manuals, which we used to have on display at the old unit. But I've got an idea for them that we had a while back with Leon when he was in. We're kind of talking stuff, and then when ideas come out of the blue. So I've kind of got that in motion now. So I've got to try and get them over to Tim at Prints in the Bag, who's a good mate. He does all our festival stuff and that, and see if he can work his magic. But yeah, we shall see on that. But other than that, I think we're done. Boiler guys are coming in tomorrow. Pretty kind of excited that workmen are coming in, purely for the fact we might have heating, which won't be for a day or two, I'd imagine. But it's all progress. We've got a list of stuff to chase in the morning, and yeah, up against it a little bit on the time schedules. We will put dates out hopefully this week, but we are looking. Well, we've got to open before Christmas, so we're trying to work towards that. But so far, another busy week as usual. Thank you to everyone that's been watching so far, and obviously liking and sharing the videos and comments. It does keep us going. A few people drop in and call us every now and then. Just we don't see how much progress we're making sometimes, I guess, but yeah, it's nice when we get people dropping in, even though we're mega busy. But obviously, we always try and find time for people. And if it stays too long, we just start roping them into doing jobs. So beware if you do pop in. But yeah, other than that, we shall get this video out and start again tomorrow, I suppose, and hopefully get an update out next week. Following on lots, we might have heating. We better have eating. And obviously we may drop a little video in the week if we can put dates down. But yeah, thank you again, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.